Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Fast Start training call for the Australian organization. I am your host, Johnny Crossway, here in the desert in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we are also here with Eric Wall. He is out there in Los Angeles, guys, and I'm excited to be here tonight. We're going to go over the 4 steps to get you guys paid in your first 30 to 60 days. We're going to get you guys bronze, silver, gold in your first 60 days, all by following a simple 2-and-go system that we're going to cover at the end of this call, guys. But before that, we got to go over the basic 4 fundamentals to build this business the right way, guys. It's all about going back to the basics. I've been in this for 2.5 years, coming up on 3 years, and a lot of people think that the $1 million earners and the people at the next level, they're doing something different. They're doing something that we're not aware of or we don't know about. They're not doing anything different, guys. All that they're doing is the same thing that got them there when they started. They've been doing the same basics, the same basic income-producing activities the whole time. They just never stopped doing it. So there's no secret that we don't know about, guys. It's just the secret is that we got to do the basics over and over and over and constantly master the basics and come back to these calls, come back to class and resharpen our skills, guys. So step number 1, guys, of the Fast Start training, if you guys have the PDF that's posted on the Facebook group under the file section, is define your why. So really stop for a second and reflect. Really consider why you started your Vemma business. What was your motivation behind this? It's not just about Vemma, guys. It's what Vemma can do for you. Is it ultimate time freedom? Is it ultimate financial freedom? I think it's a little bit of both for everybody, because if you want to extend your service, if you want to fully express yourself, it's important to have financial freedom and time freedom, guys, so you can do that, right? And that's what wealthy people have. We're here to create residual income. So realize that you got to get out of this employee mindset and get into an entrepreneurial mindset, guys. This is a business. This is a normal job, right? You don't have people like Eric and myself. We're not your bosses. We're not here to motivate you. We're not here to make sure that you're doing your stuff every single day. You got to be able to motivate yourself and carry yourself through the ups and downs. So I encourage you guys, right after this call, the first thing that you do, write out your vision for the next 1 to 3 to 5 years. Write out a vision for yourself for the next 3 to 5 years. This is something that's very easy to do, but it's also very easy not to do. People follow people who know where they're going, guys. And if you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a vision for yourself, for your team, for this company, it's going to be hard for people to follow you. If you're just throwing mud against the wall and seeing what sticks and doing the income-producing activities, and hopefully you become rich someday from this Vemma compensation plan, I'll tell you what, it's not going to happen, guys. You must have a destination of where you're focused on going. Visualize yourself at that destination, all right? And really write it out and make it clear. So step 2 is create your list. Step 1 is define your why. Step 2 is create your list. Now that you have a clearly defined why, you're going to constantly look at it every single day. I encourage you to look at it morning and night. I look at my why and my vision every single morning, every single night. It's posted on my wall right here on the computer, and it's in my journal. So the rest of my day, my thoughts and my actions are centered are centered and directed towards my purpose. They all have a reason, right? I'm not wasting any time doing meaningless, trivial activities, okay? So with the list, I want you to write down every person you know. Now, every person you know that you write down may not be qualified for the business, but I'll tell you what, they could use this product 100%. Nobody only drinks water. You need nutrients. You need other liquids in your body to survive. So write everybody that you know down. You must write it on a physical paper. Don't write it in your head. Don't write it on a computer. Why? Because when it's on physical paper, you can think of more people who are related and who know these people that are already on your list. It'll help you think of more people. You'll be like, holy crap, I didn't even think of this person before. So a big list will give you a big business. A small list will give you a small business. Let's talk about posture for a second. Posture and confidence is big in this industry. It's extremely important. And if you have a small list of 20 people, of 30 people, of 40 people, when you go out and talk to your prospects, when you go out and talk to your friends, they're going to sense your fear and your desperation. Why? Because if they say no, you'll have a few more people to talk to. And you're getting nervous. Now you're sweating bullets. But if you have a list of 100 people, if you have a list of 200 people, when you're talking to your friends and your prospects and your guests, they can sense that you're going to do this with or without them. And now they're going to be way more interested to look at the opportunity, and they're going to get started. Versus you talking to them with a small list, and they can sense the fear that you have the same way a dog can smell your fear. So you could have a small list, and you could have that fear and that desperation. They can sense that, and they don't even want to do it because they just feel like you're trying to get them, right? The reason why people feel like there's 1,000 pounds of weight on that phone before they pick it up, and they feel anxiety before they call their friends, is because they think they're trying to get something out of them, right? The reason why you're putting people on the list is so we can help people, not so we can make money off them, not so we can make $100 out of them. Go with the idea from selling people to telling people. No one likes being sold stuff, guys, but people love being told about the next coolest restaurant, the next coolest movie, the next coolest application, or the next coolest music, or the next big thing. People want to be told about the next big thing. They don't want to be sold on the next big thing. All right, so go from selling people to telling people, and go from getting people on the list to who can I help on this list today with this amazing product and with this amazing business opportunity. Who can I help make an extra $1,600 in the next 60 days? There's a lot of people that can use an extra $500 to $1,600 in the next 60 days, guys. So make sure you clearly write out your vision, guys, for the future, and make sure you make a big list, and you're always adding to your list. I try to meet new people and make new friends every single day, guys. We are in the people business and the relationship building business. If somebody says no to this opportunity, that just means not right now. If someone says no, that means not right now. I'm gonna give you guys a tip, all right? The average person in network marketing takes 4 to 6 exposures before they make a decision. The average person takes 4 to 6 exposures before they make a decision on whether or not they want to join this business. So one exposure, they could get on a webinar that we share, your upline shares their story. A second exposure, that you could meet up with them and try some product. A third exposure, they could come to a home event. A fourth exposure, they could get on another phone call with your upline mentor. Bang, they order product. Some people will order in 1 exposure like I did. Some people will order in 15 exposures or 20 exposures. But that's why it's important that you don't just get someone on a call or get someone on a webinar or get someone on a home event and never talk to them ever again. And you don't follow up with them and say, hey, how's it going? Or what'd you like best about it, right? Some of these people aren't going to make their decisions on their own. They're going to need help to make the decision. So it's up to you guys. It's up to us to be the people that give them the right information, that educate them on the right information, guys. And understand this, that you are not the person to explain the business. You are not the person to explain the opportunity. You are the person to introduce people to the opportunity and let the tools explain the business, guys. You are the preview to the movie. You are not the movie. You are the 30-second commercial that gets people excited to go see the movie. And then you let the experts, your upline success stories, and you let the product and the tools and the movies and the videos do the talking for you guys. So realize that we are the preview to the movie, not the movie, guys. It's like we're ushers in the movie theater. We take people's tickets and we show them to their seat so they can watch the amazing movie, okay? That's all that we are doing, is we're introducing them to it. So with that, guys, I'm going to introduce you guys to Eric Wall. He has been one of a big influence to me in this company ever since I joined 2.5 years ago, guys. And I look up to this guy a lot. He's one of my best friends. He taught me everything I know since I started 2.5 years ago, guys. So really pay attention to what he has to say. He's a diamond leader, and he's going to go over what steps to take action and how to approach your contacts. So Eric, if you're there, go ahead, brother.
What up, what up? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know how the connection is. Aussie, 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 oi, 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 all that good stuff, guys. I'm excited to be here. Never been more excited about the business than I am right now, because of what we're talking about, because of everyone getting back to the fundamentals and really grinding it out, seeing what it's going to take to go to the top. And just the fact that you guys are on this webinar, means that you're already looking to win. Just the fact that you're already plugged into a guy, a leader like Johnny Crossway, who's literally already made the decision. I don't know if you guys have made the decision, but he's made the decision to max out Vima's comp plan. He's going to figure out if they'll stop paying him money, right? So if that's a place you want to go, like all the way to the top, you're already in the right place. So just keep absorbing this information. You're not going to master everything. There's so much you can continually learn. We're all always learning how much we don't know as we continue to learn more and more, guys. But the fundamentals, like Johnny said, are what separate the greats, the people who win big time with the big visions, from the people who do it temporary. Because everyone can do something for a week. Everyone can do something for a couple days or a couple hours, or commit to a little stretch. But who can consistently put in the work, master the skills, and then duplicate the skills and create the systems and duplicate the systems and do it long term with the big vision behind it, the big motivation behind it the whole time, guys. So I'm rambling because I'm excited. Hopefully you guys got pen and paper. If you're on here and you don't have pen and paper, like, I'll give you 5 seconds to wake your ass up and get pen and paper, because this stuff is important and it will take your business to the next level if you can master these to the point that you can teach it to someone else and they get it, right? You got it so well, you're getting results, you taught it to someone else and they get it. That's when you know you got it, guys. So I'm going to start with this, inviting. If information changed people's lives, everyone would be skinny, rich, and happy. Okay, Vima sells itself. The product Vima, like, we're not the scientists like proving what it does. It's already proven. You like, if you ask your friend's opinion on the product, you're just being nice to like pretend you need their opinion. Sorry, don't need your opinion. This shit is already proven. Science works. Cure, like, I can't say curing, but helping thousands of, hundreds of thousands of people across the planet. What the people don't buy is you. You got to sell your friends on you, on why they should follow you, because everyone ever is tuned in to this radio station always called What's in It for Me, WIIFM, okay? And so if you're not showing someone how the Vima product, the Vima tool, the Vima opportunity can benefit their life, right, can be the vehicle to change their life, if you're trying to Vima vomit on them, if it feels like you're going after them to make a commission, to make a sale, like Johnny said, no one will want to join you. And if you can't invite, like, you could have the best product in the world, you could have the best business in the world, but if you literally can't get people to look at it in an efficient manner and want to look at it and be curious about it, then you're not going to sell anything, right? You're going to turn people off, you're going to chase people away, you're going to be frustrated, even though you have this amazing product, this amazing opportunity, but you're just ignoring a simple detail of the fundamental, okay? So guys, here's what you got to know also. Some will, some won't. So what next? Someone is waiting. Timing is everything in this business. Just like Johnny said, it takes between 4 and 6 exposures on average. I don't know if you know what an average means, but that means there's numbers below it and numbers above it. Johnny happened to join on his first exposure. I know some people who are still saying no to me. They've been to 4 home events. They've been on phone calls. They've tried every single product. We're talking 10, 15 exposures. But I guarantee you, when the timing is right in their life, when Equals BMW M4 manifests, whatever it is that changes, they're going to be here. Okay, so it's all about timing. It's never a reflection of them saying no to you. Just like if you're opening a restaurant and you invited all your friends to a restaurant to the grand opening and someone didn't come, they're not saying no, I don't want to go to your restaurant. Just timing wasn't right, right? Whether they were late, it doesn't matter. You need to focus on being not a hunter or a shark, but a farmer, guys. Farmers are planting seeds. They tend to the field, and yes, that's a metaphor, but it's all about building relationships, right? Every single relationship is different. Build friendships, and yes, real ones. You can't have the intention of meeting a new person and make a friendship with them for the purpose of selling them a product. What we're doing is we are the professionals, right? We are the consultants with the information about this awesome opportunity and this awesome product. So we're trying to see if by sharing that information with other people, it's relevant in their lives. We're trying to find where they could need improvement, right? If you could change something about your life, what would it be? Do you need some extra income? Are you looking for some extra health? Are you whatever it is? We're the ones with the solution. So recognize that the power is already here in our hands, okay? We don't need to be going after anyone. If anything, we have the best system ever imagined for making people come to us. It's just, can you be disciplined enough to learn these skills and master this kind of marketing technique, which is inviting and getting people really to come to you, right? That's the golden ticket, right? So recognize every single invite's different because the people you're talking to are all different. They're all based on relationships, trust, rapport, all that kind of stuff. And you got to know what you're inviting someone to. That's kind of the basis of an invite. You're inviting them to an exposure. Are you inviting them to try a product? Are you inviting them to look at a tool like a CD or a DVD or a video or a magazine or a brochure? Are you inviting them to a three-way call? Are you inviting them to a home event, right? We're not inviting someone to come hear a 50-minute speech or come hear you plow them on Facebook Messenger with your Vima vomit and try and tell them everything about why you love the company, why it's so great. That you like, just like Johnny mentioned the movie metaphor with a preview, you wouldn't go to the movie if the preview was literally 7 minutes long and showed all the long, detailed dialogue parts of the story. Like, you want to see a boom, action, explosion, some like skimpy clothing or whatever, something that's going to grab your attention and curiosity and make you want to discover the rest. Okay, so that's what we're doing here, guys. Yeah, tools and events are the biggest things. That's what you're doing, is you're leveraging the power of the tools and the products, and you're inviting people to events. So I'm just going to go with the straight GoPro invite, guys, because it's the simplest. You guys can review it if you didn't get all the information right here on this webinar. But preview to the GoPro invite. This is Eric Roy's just stats, things you need to have done right for an inviting, things that are prerequisite for you, for your mindset to have a successful inviting system and culture in your business, okay? The emotions of inviting are really what you need to control. Number one, you need to emotionally detach yourself, because like Johnny said, we're not trying to sell someone, we're not trying to get them to join. You're a consultant. You don't care if they say no, because if they say no, they're really just saying the timing isn't right for me right now to spend the money on this product or to commit to this life change or whatever it is. There's some fear, some timing thing, something that's in their life, not in your life, that is the issue. So don't even worry about that. Okay, so take the emotions out, don't be sad. And when the focus is on informing, all the information we provide, guys, is literally solutions. You know what people are looking for when they got problems? Solutions. So it's just, can we present that information in a desirable, attractive way, right? So it all sounds kind of easy, but it does take practice. All of us, everyone comes into the business with the hope of recruiting great people, and it's hard to disconnect from those expectations. There's nothing wrong with having that expectation. You don't want to prejudge people. You don't want to think you're doing something wrong because your expectations aren't necessarily becoming reality. It just takes time and practice, okay? That's it. Be yourself. A lot of people mess up here. They try and script things. They try and become someone else. Yes, you can take the kind of the words and the tone and the mood and whatever kind of a script of an upline or someone with success or what I'm going to give you now, but you really need to make it you, and you need to cater it to the person that you're going to be talking to, okay? So bring some passion, be enthusiastic, because that's contagious. It's okay to get fired up, get focused, listen to music, whatever you got to do, and have posture, like Johnny said, okay? You got to be yourself, but a bolder self, a stronger self. Be yourself, but your most confident self, at least when you're inviting, okay? And even if you're not a confident person, a brave person, a bold person naturally, I found that I could do it for short periods of time. I could pick up that phone and get over that anxiety and make that one phone call or shoot that message to that person on my scared list, right? And just like building a new muscle, right? It takes time, but if you keep doing it and keep being courageous and doing those small little actions, you're going to overcome those fears, and it'll become a part of you, and you will have mastered the skill of inviting, which is the key to the freaking vault of duplication, ranking up, and taking this business to the top, all right? So the GoPro invite, guys, number one, be that power position. Start off your conversations with showing you're in charge, and you do that by being in a hurry. People who are important, people of significance, which for you guys that were here this past weekend in Arizona, we learned about the levels that you want to rise up to in leadership, the top one being significance, right? And significant people, guess what? They always got shit going on. They are always busy. They don't have time to deal with other people's things because they have their schedule already plotted out. And if you're not on their time train, then they're moving on to the next thing, okay? So that's what you are. You have this great opportunity, great product, and you got a lot of things going on. You got a lot of people to talk to. You got a lot of people to share it with. Hey, Johnny, I'm so glad that I caught you, dude. I'm running out the door, actually headed to a meeting, but I've really been trying to get a hold of you, right? Boom, that's step number one. I set up a situation where I'm in a hurry, which has already given me a way to get out of answering questions, right? That's what Johnny said. You guys aren't doing invites to tell everyone about the Vima formula. You're doing invites to give a preview you're not even supposed to be answering questions or dealing with objections. You literally get out of there, right? And if you set up the conversation immediately by showing that you're busy, you have control over the time of how long this whole conversation is going to take, and you got yourself an excuse to get out of answering questions and to end the conversation whenever you want to. Hey, I'm busy, I gotta go, but I already showed you this value. If you want to see it, I'm gonna get through the rest of the invite. So that's step one, be in a hurry. Number two, compliment the prospect, okay? Now, I'm not talking about flatter, hey, nice tits, or hey, you know, your smile is so amazing, whatever it is. It needs to be genuine. People can tell when you're just being fake, or you're trying to say something to them that's awkward to get something out of them, or like falsely like put them on a pedestal or some shit like that. It needs to be genuine. Hey, Johnny, I'm glad I caught you, man. You know, I'm a busy guy, and I love that you're always so busy, you know, between working out, playing sports. You're just such a personable guy, and you seem to be so level-headed all the time, even though you got a lot going on. Everything just good seems to happen to you. You attract goodness, and everyone just loves to be around you, bro. And, you know, just thanks for always putting out good energy like that. All right? I wasn't sucking his dick there. I wasn't like, you know, propping him up, but I gave him a compliment that literally made him feel like, yo, like, what is this guy saying? He's got to go, and he's lifted my vibration. I'm now very interested in why he started this conversation with me, because he's lifted me up, right? And so it's a simple thing that'll really grab their attention, and if you learn to do it well, man, you can just make so many connections with people from just saying little compliments that are genuine, and watch what happens in your own life when you start giving out energy like that all the time. It's kind of crazy. So number one, be in a hurry. Number two, compliment the prospect. And part of that compliment is what's kind of moving you into this next step, number three, which is making the invitation, right? Because the compliment is essentially part of why you are contacting this person about the business, about the product, about the opportunity. Hey, Johnny, you know, I really love how you're so passionate, and you're such a good speaker, and people always look up to you, and you're really a natural leader. You know, are you open to, you keep your options open to making extra sources of income? Because I'm doing something part-time right now that just with your natural skill set, man, you could really make a lot of money in this thing, right? So I took my compliment, which was genuine, and I turned it into kind of the reason why I think he fits in this opportunity, or why the product is relevant in his life, right? It kind of filled the need. So hopefully you guys get in a hurry, compliment the prospect, and then use the compliment. That's the reason why you're making the invitation, okay? Step four is if I, would you. It's kind of like a mindfuck situation. Eric Worre figured it out. Psychology, if you do something for someone, they automatically feel like they owe you, and they'll subconsciously respond with yes, almost regardless of what it is, because it's like a giving, and then they just receive. They're kind of a dick if they don't reciprocate, right? So I'm like, hey, Johnny, if I shared a video with you that talked a little bit about the concept that I mentioned about making this part-time income, you know, would you watch it and get back to me? If I, would you? It's like an automatic. They're a dick if they don't say yes, and they don't feel that though. You know, it's very natural. It's very flowy, and it's going to attract people to you. Okay. So number one, be in a hurry. Number two, compliment the prospect. Use the compliment. And number three, to make the invitation, whether it's about the product or an invite to a call or to an event, right? And then step four, if I, would you? And step five is where you're really closing it out, right? You want to get the time commitment of when you guys are going to have this happen, okay? And the key to this is getting them to set up their schedule and figure out when in their schedule it works for them, okay? So here's what I mean by that. If I, would you, if I shot you this video, would you check it out? Let me know what you thought about it and get back to me. Awesome, sweet, thanks, Johnny. You know, when do you think you could get back to me by? Are you busy, or are you free in the afternoons or the evenings, and do weekends work better, or are you more free weekdays, right? I just opened up his schedule. I'm willing to work with his schedule to whatever he's got going on. He's going to give me 1 or 2 times that work well for him, and then all you got to do in step 6 is confirm it. So Johnny's like, you know, I'm mostly free on the weekends, actually, and in the mornings and in the afternoons. I go out on the weeknights or whatever, got shit to do. So maybe we could connect this Saturday in the morning. I'm like, all right, so Saturday at 11 at the Starbucks around the corner. He's like, sweet, Saturday, and then we just confirm it. He set the time that worked in his schedule. I confirmed it with my own voice, and then I got him to confirm it again. So there's really three confirmations. Number 1 was getting him to tell me the time. Number 2 was me confirming, hey, so Saturday at 11, and then he's going to say yes Saturday at 11. Okay, so there's 3 confirmations right there. Boom. You were in a hurry. You showed this person that you have a reason to talk to them. You created some value that associates with that reason. You, if I would you, subconsciously got them to just look at your tool or use the leverage, and then you confirm the time commitment using their schedule. Okay, this is in the book about how to be a professional network marketer. Okay, there's a difference in incomes significantly between the people who are amateurs and the people who are professionals. Okay, if you guys haven't mastered this book, GoPro, I mean, I'm no genius. I just pulled this right out of GoPro. Okay, there's a lot of different sections to inviting, ways to do it. There's direct approach, there's indirect approach. Obviously, there's some people you know right now, they're your best friends, they're your mates, whatever. And there's other people who you literally, they're cold market. You've never met them before. So we're going to go over those things in another training, guys. How to cold market prospect, how to talk immediately to your friends. But this is the basic formula that can work for anyone that you built some rapport up with. Just a quick ABC thing is kind of like a form and sign. What I mean by ABC, talk to someone. Get some questions, or are you open to change situation, right? Where you at? Is that where you want to be? And are you open to hearing about a possible solution to your or change, or are you open to change, whatever, right? So that's a good way you can start some conversations to find people's whys. That's kind of an example of an indirect approach. So I'm not going to go too much into that, guys. That's the invite. If you want to get some more, if you want me to send you my little Evernote, shoot me your email, hit me a message on Facebook, whatever. But this is all in GoPro. Last thing I'm going to talk about, guys, is taking action. Literally, it's never been more exciting. It's never been easier. It's never been more laid out. For you guys that came this weekend, we got the 2 and Go plan. It's upside down. It works better right side up. We got the 2 and Go plan handed out to us in pamphlets at convention. You can buy them online. I'm pretty sure it's already implemented in Vima Australia. It's international. Guys, the key thing about this is uniformity. That's the word Tom O'Kazan likes to use. They're like, never in Vima's history has it been so simple to tell the Vima story. To hold a home event, use a Vima created video, not a shittily made video of a kid in a YPR hat, right? And then tell someone's story, follow the flip book, use the how to get paid video, and have professionally made training materials ready to close people, help them enroll, get them trained and making money that night. So what we're talking about, the last step 4, guys, is taking action. And that's what we're trying to create here, is a culture of action, a culture of home events, a culture of consistency. You'll find that a lot of teams grow and die, and there's a lot of attrition and adding new people in Vima, but the consistent leaders are the ones who have the consistent people who are growing, who stay in the business, the long-term big professional income earners. They're the ones who have accountability partners, right? Any team that falls apart, right? Any leg, if you built a team to 30 and it died, the leader who was the lowest at that leg didn't have an accountability partner, didn't have someone they were vibing their goals with, who they were checking up on, and they were keeping each other on the same vibration and towards their goals and whatever. So that's what this is about, guys. Partner up, team up, create an action-oriented culture by committing yourself to holding at least 1 home event a week at your place of residence or a local place near you. If you yourself can commit to doing 1 home event at your place, and you can establish that as a culture in your entire team so that everyone is doing a home event at their place once a week, think about the leverage, guys. Think about the penny doubled every single day. Your team might start with just you, but then when you got 2 people, now you got 3 home events going on every single week, right? When your team is 5, you got 5 home events going on every single week. So it just becomes mass freaking explosion, duplication, exponential growth and momentum if we create this system that's already in place for us. We don't even need to create it. We just need to implement it. It's already here. We just need to do it, guys. 2 and Go is simple. You get 2, you go bronze. Anyone, I mean, you don't even need to talk about this really. It's like, hey, if you do this, you make this much money. It's all spelled out on the paper, guys. I'd go through it with you, but you guys can see it online. The plan is get 2, go bronze. 1 on each side, boom. You've made $320 back. If you help 2 go bronze, right, you're now a silver leader, and you've made your money back in Vima. And the new plan is to get you to silver, the newest person enroll to the silver rank in our company, level 2, by helping you bring up 2 of your friends to level 1 bronze in your first month. You've made your money back. You've opened a global, international, limitless income business through your home, through your smartphone, and it's 100% profitable after month one, right? That's a good prospecting question. Hey, you're working here. I know you got a lot going on. Are you building any assets right now? Are you open to building assets? I've learned this system that's showed me how to create an asset and turn it from a liability to a endlessly profitable asset after 1 month's investment. Are you open? Would you be open to hearing more about that? Right? Are you someone who likes to create wealth? I've created a wealth duplicating system that's very profitable after 1 month. Would you be open to hearing more about that? Right? Well, the last step 3 of the Two and Go system, is teach two to go silver. So in step 2, you went silver, which is you hit the second rank of the company by enrolling an affiliate pack on each of your teams and helping them do the same thing. In the third step, you need to bring your 2 bronze leaders up to silver. Okay, when you bring up 2 silver leaders in your team, you're going to be gold if you can personally enroll 2 more people. And if you do this in 60 days, which is more than simple, you can speed it up if you want. It's literally on you how fast you want to do it. You're going to make $1,650. Again, what a great invite to a random person you don't know. Hey, are you open to learning about a system that's a proven way to make $1,700 in the next month, the next 2 months? We're really excited about what we just discovered. Whatever. That, guys, just be excited, have value, be yourself, practice these skills. Don't worry if you don't have a master. Don't worry if you can't teach them to someone right now. Get into the role playing. Call Johnny, call us, call your upline. Have an event that's literally only your team practicing how to invite, how to cold market, and we'll get back on do more trainings like this, guys. So excited to be here, to be back, and really get grinding with the Australia team, be more a part of your guys' growth. I'm in your upline, above Johnny, and that doesn't mean anything, guys. He's literally like the craziest leader ever. You can't stop this guy if you wanted to. It's kind of sickening. Like, you're the person you're following is going to go down in history, right? Not just because he's a legend in Vemma, because of his vision. Like, I don't think you guys understand how this kid sees the world, and he's 22, and where just from following him and being in this organization, what we're going to be able to do, right, because of who we're following, guys. And not just Johnny, it's obviously above that, BK, the leadership that's in place in Vemma, in Australia, everywhere. We are set up to become a multi-billion-dollar company. But if you're just sitting there hoping that, well, eventually this person's going to fall into my business, even if you're on the right track, if you're just sitting there, you're going to get freaking run over, okay? Even if you're on the right track, if you're just sitting there, you're going to get run over. So get into action. Get over your fear immediately by just doing it, right? Do the thing, and you shall have the power to do it. Bang, just like that. That's it, guys. List, invite, why, take action. These are the just basic fundamentals to this business. And if you can master them, implement them, and create a system of duplication around them, I'll see you at the top, because that's where I'll be.
Hell yeah. Thank you for getting on the call, Eric. And thank you, everybody else, for getting on tonight's Fast Start launch call. This will be a weekly call, so I look forward to seeing you guys next week. And again, guys, your past does not equal your future. It doesn't matter what your education, what your skin color, your gender, or what your past successes or failures are. All we care about is where you want to go. If you have a strong desire for change and you like helping people, well, guess what? You're at the right place at the right time with the right people. Find someone who has what you want. If you're on this call right now, if you're watching this and you're new, or even if you've been in the business for a little bit and you want to make this happen, right? Reach upline. Figure out the leaders in your organization. Call upline. Call every leader in your organization. Find someone who has what you want. Find someone who is further down the line than you are on a similar road that you're going on, has the lifestyle that you want, and learn from them. Be coachable, right? Michael Jordan said that my greatest skill was that of being teachable. Quote. Michael Jordan said, quote, that my greatest skill was that of being teachable. And he was the best basketball player in the world, guys. So make sure that you find someone to run with, an accountability partner. Make sure you find a mentor, someone who can show you how to get exactly what they have, guys. Guys, the leadership in this company, the leadership in this organization is chomping at the bit, frothing, foaming at the mouth for new people who want to be those leaders, who want to step up. And all it takes is a decision. Success is literally a decision away. It's a snap-second decision. And it happens when you say, look, this is what I don't want. This is the lifestyle I don't want to live. This is the lifestyle that I'm not satisfied with and that I'm not happy with. And this is who I'm going to become. And this is how many people I'm going to help. And this is the lifestyle I'm going to live. And this is what I'm going to do. That's it, period. Success is literally a decision away. You just have to make that decision of this is what I don't want and this is what I do want. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it. That's it, period, guys. You have the support team with you. You have the system. You have the tools. You have the product, guys. Now let's go out there and share this amazing story with the world. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.